back, you bunch of weirdos, to this, the Ryan Gigs, keeping it classy 2016 career mode. And guys, thank you for your continued support on this series. You've been smashing it out. You've been smashing out all the likes, and I know you bunch of weirdos got your erect nipples ready to smush it out again. Let's see. Can we keep the streak alive? Smush your nipple into this, and if you can get 200 likes, I will be going ahead and getting you another one of these episodes out in dos days. Oh my freaking goodness. Hashtag keep the streak alive. Speaking of hashtags, my reaction, my nipples were on fire when I saw the hashtag Pogba on Manchester United Twitter. Oh my goodness. Hashtag Pogba. Hashtag Pog back that ass up. Hashtag Pogba get it. Any hashtag you want. He is finally a Manchester United player, and I leave it up to you guys. Vote right now. Should we be bringing Pogba? He's under 23. Remember, we can bring in 2 players. He'd be very valuable, but the counter to that is he's a little bit too good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy all these songs that we made for Sweeney. So here's another one. He's our own. Jan Sweeney. He's just going on loan. And I'm not going to be singing too much, guys. This is the only other one that I really fancy. But there was a whole bunch of likes on things. So, Jan Lamborghini, but you can't Sweeney, and my Jan Lamborghini. Alright, I messed that one up. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed the Jan Sweeney songs, there's another man whose name is going to become legend at this club, ladies and gentlemen. He's Chinese, and you just gotta wait. I also asked you guys to vote on which 2 positions you wanted me to bring in this next, transfer window that's coming up in 2 episodes, guys. It's coming up. The end of the season coming. And without a doubt, you guys want keeper and center back. Midfield was a 3rd. So if we bring in Paul Pogba, that takes away one of those. And I need that center back, ladies and gentlemen. I need that center back. I can't even talk to you about like how a center back would really help us. Actually, I need fullbacks more than anything. And you guys voted, like only 5 of you voted for fullbacks. Come on. I know I don't call you assistant coaches like Channy, but I need some of you assistant coaches out there to be like, yeah, this team needs some center backs. This team needs some fullbacks like right away. So I'm going to try to work something around a little bit later to kind of fill out the holes and depths. And I think this episode, what happens in this episode is going to bring to light the deficits that I guess our offensive play has been masking up a bit. We've been playing all right. We've been playing, pretty good, a little bit ups and downs, but mostly almost every single game that we play is either a win or a draw. I think we've only lost one time, and that was up against Crystal Palace in the Capital One Cup. So pretty good record. As you can see, we sit in 3rd place. We want to be up there. We want to be in the 1s and 2s. Leeds United, an old-fashioned rivalry we got going on right here. And I don't mind Johnston, but apparently a lot of you guys is like, get Johnston out of there. We're starting a lot of different people in here. Goss in the midfield along with Keane. Starting up front with Barros in the CDM position. A lot of that is because just, the standard stuff when you guys play career mode. Basically, there wasn't enough stamina on the team to go ahead and do that. But look at this. Apparently, Leeds is going on all-out attack. We go ahead, catch the corner. It's 101 Depay. Can he get something? Cuts inside. Flings it into the near post. Oh, who ate all the Depays, ladies and gentlemen? And there we go. The number 7 for Manchester United. Too easy. They must have been on all-out attack. Doing a little shimmy, getting crossed over. You're bound to get close down. Maybe could have sweated across the formation, but instead goes full power at the near post, flinging it, hits it right on the laces. Maybe the keeper could have done a little bit. Yeah. If I was the defender, I'd be like, where was everyone else, man? Where was everyone else? But there we go, Memphis. Big Memphis Depay. Definitely in my plans, and he is an absolute beast in career mode. In real life, jury's still out, but in career mode, quite fantastic. But now, can we extend that lead? Once again, we gotta feed the beast. We gotta feed the fish with a little bit of those, those fish flakes that you put onto the top. I don't know if you guys have had fish before, but that's what we usually use to feed them. But oh my goodness, going ahead and get taken down right there, but finds his way to Will King, pinging it off of the post. Unlucky for him. I think he's yet to score freaking goal. Maybe we gotta look at it back of the tracker. I wanted to get Will King in here, but it just hasn't been happening for him just yet. Now Barros into the minute, but this time Silvestri going ahead and getting a good little power shot away, and that is how the score will lay going into the second half. Now, can we take our chances in the second half, or will we be susceptible? Oh, there we go. Brid cut going across, beautiful And Murphy had a little bit of time, could have taken another touch there, but I decided to just ping that first time, not even gonna lie. It was squeaky bum time in this one. I don't know what it was, man, but I was not playing the best FIFA today. We got that good early goal on a stupidly easy counterattack, and then this happened. Barros, out of nowhere, the 70th minute. I knew he didn't have the best stamina. He is one of our, newbies that we brought in from the U team. But as you can see right here, he's going to go down non-contact, which is always pretty terrible. He's just running back. He's playing the CDM. CDM takes a lot of stamina out of you, and he's just going, and he's pulling on that hamstring right there. Probably blew it out. And we're going to be missing Barros from the CDM position for a while here. He was a good youngster too, and I liked him in that CDM position, but after that, it was a little bit deflating. We take another, free kick here with Mr. Memphis, but can I find a little bit of magic yet to score one in this career mode, or in this save anyway? And then 90th minute, please, not like this. There we go. Woo! Mr. Sammy Sam Johnston going ahead and rescuing our butts right there. I thought that was the equalizer for a split second, but as you can see, the damage is done. We're going to take a look at the youth scouting, report right there. But 3 months, which basically means we'll get him back near the very end of the season, if at that. And here you guys go. Once again, I want to remind you that you guys voted for this and also this. You guys voted for keeper, and you also voted for Netherlands. And I thought, well, if you guys really want me to get a keeper, and you guys want me to scout Netherlands, why not scout goalkeepers in the Netherlands to try to find, once again, another alumni, Mr. Edwin van der Sar. Personally, I wasn't around when, I wasn't able to watch the great, Peter Schmeichel actually be in between the sticks, but I did see the legendary, van der Sar, the point, up against Chelsea in the Champions League final. Phenomenal stuff. So we're going to go ahead and be scouting goalkeepers for the next 3 months. And if we can't find anyone there, then we'll go ahead and find a better goalkeeper, in the transfer market. We'll be, more on that in the next episode. We'll be profiling a couple other players, kind of a little bit of a transfer bonanza in the next episode. Of course, since Barrios is going down, we're going to go ahead and bring this man right here, Julian Dimitrov. Not the best, he's a French, he can play CM, but he was the best kind of center mid that we had for cover. He's only 51, not the greatest, but we have to, the show goes on. We have to keep on pressing on right here, and we got an FA Cup match up against Nottingham Forest. Now, we've defeated, I believe, 2 back-to-back Premier League teams in the FA Cup, ladies and gentlemen. And then when we go into this match up against Nottingham Forest, it seems like a little bit of a cakewalk, but if you've known anything from my previous, career modes, it's always these lower tier teams. These lower teams that give me a little bit of the nits, man. And then when I saw that it was snowing, if you guys play career mode, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is. And especially early on in this game, especially if you get down in this match. An absolute pinger. Just piss poor defense right here from me. I cut inside, give him loads of space, and I don't care who is in between the sticks. That is an absolutely perfect left-footed strike from Lee Nguyen over there. The American, I believe, playing for Nottingham Forest. An absolutely pinger. He can ping it. He's got some pretty good long shots. That's not, some FIFA EA aids or anything. That is just straight up gave him space, and he did me dirty, absolutely dirty, but we're coming back. Lingard going ahead and firing up, but Ruddy, great save right there. Ruddy, a former Premier League keeper. It wasn't going to be easy for us to get back in this match, going to the far post and almost finding the inside of the post from there. We're Ruddy able to go ahead and parry that out. Now, once again, then on attack. And what's else is annoying is the ball is yellow and their kits are yellow, and the screen that I play on, I'm not balling, man. I play on a pretty small monitor, and I was missing it sometimes. And then this happened. Guess who? It's that goddamn Vietnamese, man. Look at this. He hits me first time with that first pinger, and then he was like, I can do better with my right foot this time. Pings it cross body from 27 yards out. Chris Smalling is there to make the tackle, but it somehow weaves its way in between his legs, weaves its way in between the tackles, and now we are down 2-0 in the snow in the FA Cup. I thought it was storybook. I thought when I saw Nottingham Forest, we were a team of destiny. I thought for sure, we're going to the final, baby. We're going to win it while we're in the championship. It's going to be stuff of legend. But Nottingham Forest are the ones of legend right now. We were getting our chances here and there, but it just wasn't happening. Then Gardner going ahead, going to go to Makeda, of all people, the former Manchester United player. How poetic it would be if he actually scores right here. Pings it off of the crossbar. And that's pretty much all she wrote, man. Told you, man. I mean, like, none of those you can really put on Sam. Sam did fine in this match. That one was off of the crossbar. That one was just bad luck. And the other two were just, you know, absolute thunderstrikes. The bad part was, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. An amazing save. That should have been easily 4-0. Sam can get to those. If it's a regular shot, he's almost got 80 reflexes, goalkeeping reflexes, for, you know, because we've been training up this whole entire season. And plus, you can train up goalkeepers throughout the whole entire year. They're easy to find, cheap to find. We have very limited transfers, guys. We only have 2 transfers that we can bring in. We need to be strengthening up or finding players that will make the biggest impact on our team with those 2 transfers. So, I mean, Pogba not looking all too bad, especially if we're moving up with the roster that we currently have. He would be a great transfer to almost any team. But the big point I would say is we need strengthening up in the fullback positions and the center back positions so we don't allow those types of shots to be put up against our keeper. And I think that's the harder part, and especially we have very little depth. Very little depth. But we're going to keep on praying. We're going to keep on going. We're going to be bringing in some new blood, ladies and gentlemen. George Connolly was rated issue. Didn't see it right before. 88 to 90 something in the freaking potential. So we're bringing him in. We're bringing a right back in. As I said, we need depth at the right back position. He might not have the highest potential, but damn it, we just need the depth. We're going to take a look at who we got right here. 89 potential and 67. Not the best, but it's only the first month, so... And once again, goalkeeper training is absolutely broken in this game. So we might as well bring in the people with, you know, mediocre. If they got 88 potential, I don't even think their potential actually matters, because you can actually train them beyond their potential with how broken training is this year. I hope they actually leave that in. That's kind of fun. That's kind of a fun little niggle that they left in this year. They never patched it, but I'm completely. That's how much EA actually cares about this. But I think right there, ladies and gentlemen, break out your songbooks. Bring out your songbooks. All you freaking guys who wrote it. Mr. Bang Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have the highest potential. Well, he might have. He's 67 and 91. But we gotta make it, baby. Bang Wang. The songs for Bang Wang. Guys, I'm putting it on a tee for you guys. It's a Chinese guy named Bang Wang. Make it rain, ladies and gentlemen. Like dang-a-rang. And as you can see right here, a couple more players that we are bringing in near the end of our cycle. Remember, after this match, we only have one more episode. We're going 2 months in this episode, then 2 months more, and that is absolutely it. We're bringing in another goalkeeper here, Lee Strallman. He's actually the lesser of the two. The other guy that we actually brought in, I believe his name is like Fujej something. I can't really pronounce it. It's something pretty difficult with a bunch of J's in it. And you guys know me, I'm not that great at pronouncing anyway. But there we go. We're actually training him up. He's on the far right over there. And we're going to take a look at the guys that we're running. George Connolly, almost up to a 60. And as you can see, pretty good all around. Definitely a guy that I'm going to be looking to go ahead and loan out and get him back after the May bump in next season. Only 3-star week for 3-star skill moves, but I think he has pretty good potential. When we were looking at him in the youth academy, he had 88 potential to 90 something. So he is a good young English youngster that we're going to go ahead and, you know, hoping that he can do a little bit better. And I was going to end the episode off on maybe hopefully a better note. But looky, the guys who knocked us out of the FA Cup are back to face us in the championship. And I wanted my revenge, and I took a peeky. I saw where they were on the table. They are right on the edge, ladies and gentlemen, in 6th place. If we can knock them out, we can put them out of contention, at least temporarily, from even making it into the playoff. I don't want to see Nottingham Forest again, so they knocked us out. They knocked us out of the FA Cup. I want to knock them out now. I want to knock them out of contention to even dream. I don't want you to even dream that you can get into the Prem. Nottingham Forest. And there we go. Once again. Thankfully, not in the snow. But here we go. Varela. I keep on calling him Varela or something. But here we go. There we go. Varela going ahead, getting it in, getting taken down. And I must pronounce your name correctly now. Because you're going ahead and you're earning us goals, earning us pens. Varela over there going ahead and getting taken down right on the edge of the box. And a little bit unsure if that foul occurred on the edge of the box or inside of the box. I don't really care. Nottingham Forest knocked us out. I want to knock the shit out of them. Here we go. Wayne Rooney stepping up. Can the captain do his captainly duty and put this one away? Boom. Get him. Get him. Ruddy. Wrong-footed. And there we go. The number 10 for Manchester United. The goat himself. Putting it away. And as I said, the man loves it. The man absolutely loves it in the championship. A little bit of rain today. I'm happy. You can rain all you want. As long as it's not the snow and the dreadfulness that is the snow. I'll gladly take it. And I'll take this 1-0 lead early on. Thank you very much. Now Lingard going ahead, flipping it up to the far post, finding an unmarked Rooney, and he somehow puts it wide. And that gave me a little bit of concern right there. I knew I had to go ahead and get the second goal. We were getting good opportunities, but all of a sudden, it seemed like Nottingham Forest was playing out of their minds. Look at this. Another great save from Ruddy, and nothing on the follow-up. And then in the 45th minute, there we go. Mendes goes ahead, gets past the defender. Great ball to the far post. Lansbury was onside, but once again, for the second time in this episode, they didn't take a touch right there because they had way more time than they supposed. And now going ahead, flipping it over, getting it taken down. Wayne Rooney on there, but unfortunately, Ruddy going ahead and just absolutely ping-pong slapping that shit away. Now we're going to work in with the 1-2. Martial over to the Memphis. Memphis going up to the top. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Martial! It looked good for a second. I would have absolutely crapped all of my holes. Just all of the orifices would have just been spewing all the jizz if he would have actually landed that bicicleta right there. But unfortunately, just couldn't do it. And then a good little run right there, but just takes it into the defender. But I'll take it, man. It wasn't the most phenomenal of gameplay, and just this episode in general was not my best FIFA. We somehow scrape away 2 1-0 wins, and then we get absolutely plastered by Nottingham Forest. We do get our revenge right here. As you can see, we put them in the 7th place. Haha, but they're pretty close. They're only down by 2 in goal differential, so they might still make it in, but I hope not. But sweet revenge. We're going to go ahead and vote. Do you think I should be bringing in Mr. Paul Pogba's in the next transfer window? Or do you think that bringing him in, kind of defeats the purpose of a rebuild? He's kind of too easy. Personally, I'd love to go ahead and bring him back in. And I don't think our team has a lot of holes, especially in the midfield. So I don't think that just bringing him back would completely revitalize Manchester United. And yeah, guys, remember, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to write any songs about Mr. Bang Wang, go ahead, leave it in the comments down below. My name is Vimanis. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.